Hey, everybody. It's great to be back. It is a fabulous day here in Chicago. Perfectly sunny skies, a 73-degree day, nice crisp breeze. Fall is one of the favorite times of the year for me. So I also am not only grateful for the day, but I'm grateful for you. I'm truly honored and blessed that you watch these on a weekly basis and send me comments. So thank you so much. I appreciate you supporting the effort and the ministry that I'm trying to build. Stay tuned for more. But let's get started on the gospel. It's a good one. They're all good, but this one's pretty awesome. It's Mark chapter 8, verses 27 through 35. Jesus and his disciples set out for the villages of Caesarea Philippi. Along the way, he asked his disciples, "Who do people say that I am?" They said in reply, "John the Baptist, others Elijah, still others one of the prophets." And then he asked them, "But who do you say that I am?" Peter said to him in reply, "You are the Christ." Then he warned them not to tell anyone about him. He began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed and rise after 3 days. He spoke this openly. Then Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. At this, he turned around and, looking at his disciples, rebuked Peter and said, "Get behind me, Satan. You are thinking not as God does, but as human beings do." He summoned the crowd with the disciples and said to them, "Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself. Take up his cross and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake and that of the gospel will save it." Okay, pick up your crosses, people. What does that mean? First, let me just say, Jesus Christ is the most influential human being in the history of the earth. We even have our timetables and years based on him. BC, meaning before Christ, and AD, which is Anno Domini, which means the year of the Lord. He changed the world. There are so many books and art and sculptures around Jesus and his impact on the world. The world would never be the same. A man resurrected from the dead, coming down, he is God, heals people just by a touch, brings people back to life. I've always had in my life a belief in God, but only until the past 5 years do I really understand Jesus, his impact on the world, and what he did for us. So if you asked me 5 years ago, who do people say that I am? Honestly, I would just say, I think he's God's son. I really didn't even know what he was on the cross for. You ask me now who I think he is, who do I say that he is? He is the Christ, the Redeemer, the Savior, the Messiah. He is what we are here living for. I have to pick up my cross now and share it with everybody. My cross is not living like I was in the past. According to me, my rules, my life, my selfish ways. It's funny, in this gospel, Jesus says to Peter, "Get behind me, Satan." I would have been like, dude, you just called me Satan. Are you kidding me? I'm not the adversary of God. I'm not the evil Lord. But what he was basically saying to Peter was, you don't understand. You're thinking with a human mind. You're not thinking with God's mind. and seeing that by me dying on the cross and suffering for the entire humanity's sins, I then resurrect and become the redemption of the world, the salvation, so that you, every single one of you who believe in me and follow me and do what I tell you, that's the cross we have to carry. You will be saved. You will be living in heaven, in glory, in beauty with me for eternity. That is what Jesus Christ is all about. So for me, not having him in my life for 42 years, and now I thoroughly understand why he came and how impactful he has been on transforming my life, I must carry my own cross and help everybody on this planet live a life that is so incredibly awesome. I sound like some sort of like teenager. Oh yeah, man, like it's incredibly awesome. But I don't know how else to describe life with God. Knowing that he's got my back, that he created me with all of my imperfections that this culture say are imperfect, but that I now have become loving every bit of my imperfections according to society. I am perfectly made, wonderfully and fearfully made, and I am not going to let anybody stop me from helping you. You stare your demons in the face. Fear, get that courage to be what you are supposed to be on this earth. You're not here by chance. You are here for a reason. You have special talents that are only yours, and your relationship with God is unique to you. So let's all pick up our crosses and learn how to live with God. It's a practice. It's not something that just happens overnight, but you do have to start somewhere. So this week, let's remember that he is the one who came to save us. Yes, all the graces that he gave me and showered on me and blessed me with, joy, love, peace. I like to call that the icing on the cake. It's the sweetest part of it all. But the cake is the redemption of my soul. The fact that I can choose to live my life in a way that Jesus commands me to, and hopefully one day get into heaven and be staring at him face to face, feeling that ultimate love that we all strive for. All of us are looking for something more. You can find that something more in Jesus Christ, in God, in prayer. So this week, pick up your cross, pray to God, and ask him to show you the truth and how to live. Alrighty, can't wait to hear how this week goes. I hope you have a fabulous week and a blessed and inspired day. Take care.